Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball, and it's next on the show. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Clayton Kershaw, he just breathes different air than everybody else. The best pitcher in the game of baseball. Good fastball, good changeup, good cutter, and a terrific curveball. When you think about the Cy Young Award, he's always in the mix. He's good, he's strong, he's left-handed, and he's quite simply one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
1 o'clock.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch.
Ball.
Three and two now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Bellinger will wait on it, and that's out number 2. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Hyunjin Ryu is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So stepping in, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
And now a pitch on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Hernandez. Makes the play, 1 away. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This guy is one of...
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
1-1 the count now. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Slow grounder to first. He's got it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So a man at third here with two gone. And that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that. Ryu comes set. First pitch on the way. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And now pitch on the way. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering.
I got the count 1-2.
Got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Stepping up to the plate, Rendell Grichuk. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And it's fouled away. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
A full count, 3-2 to Rendell Grichuk.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Reined in. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Guerrero is there for it. He's got it one away.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
At the plate, Gavin Lux. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Grounded to short. Bichette gathers it in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. This is foul right side. 2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to center field. On the run is Hernandez. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
3-1.
Count is 3-1.
3rd inning, no score to this point. And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Line towards center field. That's in there. The Jays look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game, and he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
In now, Hyunjin Ryu, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. Grounded to 3rd. Turner's got it, and there are 2 away now. Back to the top of the order now, and in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch coming, here it is. A ball and no strikes. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Ready with the 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Kevin Biggio would be next. Here's the 3-1, and that misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out. Into the box now, Kevin Biggio. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The set and the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The 0-2 once more.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. 2-1 now to Mookie. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Here's Corey Seager. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Not in time as he steals second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for him.
Guerrero has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Ready on 0-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for LA. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
The left fielder.
Next to bat for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
To the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 is a low changeup that's laid off. Three-two pitch. Hard hit to first. He's got it. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. Here's the 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cody Bellinger at the plate now.
Leading off.
Here comes the first pitch.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Gurriel has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Fouled off. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he fouls this one off. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Still 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Stepping in, Danny Jansen. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Hit on the ground to third. Turner has it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw's in control now, 2 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that misses inside, 1-0. Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Count is 1-2 now. A swing and a ground ball to third. Gloved by Turner. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. So they go. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi. A ball and 2 strikes. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Popped up. Tellez in foul ground. 1 down. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Tellez moving to his left. 2 down. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And it's fouled away. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. New inning set to get underway. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. It was a walk in his last trip. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
got a ball, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Peterson has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in, Kevin Biggio. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Set to deliver the 0-1.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Biggio is retired, 2 down now.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. And no chance on the throw, so a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peterson has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Next for the Dodgers, Corey Seager. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Ryu's ready. First pitch on its way. Changeup called strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Line toward the gap in left center. But he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Striding in once again, Rowdy Tellez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Kershaw still unscored upon here through 6 1/3 innings. Fouled away. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Up with it, Smith. And the throw is in time. Grichuk is retired, 2 down now. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1-1 to the Dodgers' first baseman. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Throw into second, and he'll get in there safely. So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Richard is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. First pitch of the at-bat. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Roy. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Roy?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we still have no score. Up next is Danny Jansen. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late.
And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Julio Urias will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Austin Barnes will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. The 0-1 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. In past meetings with Julio Urias, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Bo Bichette comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
He's set and the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Fouled off. Bichette, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Runner goes for second. In the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
The left fielder.
So coming to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Peterson, still ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Blake Trinan enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Number 49. Blake Trinan. Now batting, number 44.
Into the box, Rowdy Tellez. And he hits it hard to the right side. Scooped up. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. Jays out in front here, 4-zip. Sam Gaviglio will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Travis Shaw will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Into the box, Austin Barnes. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Barnes, 30 years of age. He was a 9th-round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now, hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Bichette picks it up cleanly. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 1 left for L.A. They're down 4-0. Now at the plate, Rendell Grichuk. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the ninth.
Rendell Grichuk.
He's set. Here it comes. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
All even now, 2-2. Pitch on the way.
We got a full count.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Billy McKinney will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
28, Billy McKinney.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
At the plate now, Danny Jansen, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard on the ground toward short. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they're in front 4-0. Billy McKinney is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning. So here's Cody Bellinger. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Jordan Romano, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Next up is Max Muncy, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Gurriel will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. In now, Jock Peterson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off.
And they swipe the tag on him, and the inning is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
4-0 to score this afternoon. The Blue Jays posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Hyunjin Ryu takes home the win. Clayton Kershaw takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Dodgers, no runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Hyunjin Ryu. The loss goes to Clayton Kershaw. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.